Thank you for tuning back into the Walk On Pod. I'm Luka Golovich. With me, as always, is Jared Waters and Tommy Ball. And today, we are bringing you the trade deadline special. Now, as we are recording this right now, it is Wednesday night, and we just got hit with an ESPN notification. But we're going to talk about all of it because, as far as I can remember, this is the craziest trade deadline, and I can, as far as I've been an NBA fan. And it's going on as we're going. Like this, as we're recording, something might break again. That's what it's looking like. So just bear with us. It's going to be a lot to talk about what's been going on the past week in the league. But like I said, it's Wednesday night. I think the trade deadline's in less than 24 hours, right?
But yeah, it's 12 p.m. Thursday. 12 p.m. Thursday Eastern time.
Yeah. So literally a day. But yeah, that's where we're at. No scouting report today. No walk with me segment. We will do a starting five at the end. I'm sure you can guess it. It will be revolved around trades. But we just wanted to sit down and talk about what's been going on. So, fellas, where do we want to start? Do we want to start with the most recent, or do we want to start with where it all started?
I think you got to go where it started because that's what set all this in motion.
That's what
4 days ago. Yeah,
Luka Doncic is a Los Angeles Laker. So I got a little story to tell about this trade.
All right.
So this broke on what? Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday night.
I was like dog sick. Okay, so like I just felt horrible. Was like I'm going to bed at 8. Like all this.
You're one of those that woke up to it.
I woke up in the middle of the night to my phone exploding.
Just going insane.
And you know when you're sick and you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like hallucinating and you're like, oh. So I thought I was dreaming. Like I was like, no, like Luka Doncic to the lake. What are you talking about? Like it's not real. And here we have it. But yeah, it was sick. I don't know. I don't understand.
Now that the dust has settled, it kind of makes more sense, to be honest. Like just from a on both fronts, from a basketball front and from a financial front, I think. And if the one, I didn't mean to cut you off, Luke, but I had to get this piece off, is like the one thing I really, really hate about all this is that the trade happens, right? And then everyone sees how everyone reacts. And like the team that gets a bunch of blowback, then they just start all these like reports of like he's an alcoholic and he's fat and like he's 270. Like, dude, he's not 270. Like, bro, what? Like, so I hate that. Like, and again, I'm not gonna throw like anybody under the bus, but it's like it's clear where that stuff is coming from to try to deflect, and I just hate that. It's like just because people like why do you have to do that? Like there's no way that like that dude is what you're saying he is, and like yeah, it's just I hate that part, so I had to get that off my chest.
No, I agree. And honestly, like we'll get to the De'Aaron Fox trade, but there was people dragging him today, and like which is not like there were people saying like he handled it wrong and all that. And it's funny because the majority of Kings fans, like I would say 95% of Kings fans were all just like, you know what, the front office didn't do what he asked them to do. We all want to see it. You know what I mean? So it's like but we'll get to that. But yeah, I just think that's what comes with this stuff. Like it's always going to be yellow journalism. People want the clicks, all that. But yeah, so back to the Luka stuff. I don't know what you said. You think it makes sense? I started trying to piece it together a little bit. Obviously, the Supermax thing is what everyone is talking about and what was looming. I think they are almost like putting, and I think the Warriors are doing a similar thing, putting like a deadline on where they think their window is and trying to line up with the type of players they have. Because if they pay Luka the $345, whatever it was, now you have obviously a generational player. But you can't build around that with like being paid that much.
Luka's not eligible for Supermax anymore.
No, but I'm saying,
but not right now.
If they were to stay, if he were to have stayed in Dallas,
he's saying that's why they got off of him.
I thought you were talking about the Lakers.
No. Talk about Dallas.
Dallas was going to have to try to build around Luka, who is now being paid an incredible amount of money. Whenever the rest of their pieces kind of fall out of that window,
and Derek is gonna get a max
out of his rookie contract. That's what I'm saying.
Summer, yeah. So it's like all the dominoes are gonna fall.
Yeah. So let's get AD, whose window to win probably lines up very similarly with Kyrie.
Yeah.
and the rest of your pieces, and let's
And
just
even
see how these
Gafford
next.
and Spencer Dinwiddie and
That's
yeah,
what
all
I'm
those
saying.
guys.
So like I get it. I don't want to say I get it, but I can see that logic. But you
So
don't trade Luka Doncic, I don't think.
yes, but then at the same time, like if they win, then he was right, right? But
Yeah.
I think this is the thing. This is what I'll say, Tom, and then I'll shut up so you can go. Is that just from a purely this is where it makes sense from basketball standpoint. As great as Luka was last year in the finals, and he dragged them to the finals on like one leg. When he got to the finals and they played the Celtics, they literally just threw 4 different bodies at him and wore him out, and it was hard for them to function. Whereas I look at someone like AD and even the Thunder have nobody that can guard AD. The Celtics have nobody that can guard AD. He's like the unguardable, right? It's like you can't put like Jalen Williams on him; he's too small. You can't put like Dortz on him; too small. You can't put Chet or Isaiah on him because he's too slow. Same thing with Celtics, right? Like he's too big for Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, and he's too fast for Al Horford and Porzingis. So, and then he brings the defensive side. So it's like, and then you see they just went and got Caleb Barton. So clearly, like they are chasing a specific, like he said, like a prototype player. Like they're loading up on defensive wings to be able to go at the Thunder and to go at the Celtics, and then you get the one dude that no one else has one of.
They're elite. I'm not gonna lie. They're
Yeah.
elite. Like Luca being as good as Luca is, like it's underrating how good Anthony Davis is. I think people are like they're like kind of like dragging AD like that's the worst trade ever. It's like, yes, I get it. Like 10 years down the line, it's gonna suck for Dallas
And he's
watching
hurt a
it
lot, right?
tear
So
the
like,
league
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
But
the part that I don't like.
They're
AD,
both
This
hurt
isn't
a lot.
he
they
is hurt a
are.
lot, but he's been healthy this year and he looks
Yeah.
really
Luka's 25 years old. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
know, dude.
I don't
It
agree with it. I
I
mean,
mean,
I see what he's seeing.
Yeah, go ahead, Tom. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, I see what he's seeing, but back to the trade news. Luke said he was asleep. I was in Westminster, Colorado. Funny, I don't know if you guys knew that was a place, but it is a place. Go to Westminster College. We were staying in Westminster, Colorado. Sitting in the hotel bed, and I get a text from my boys, like whatever, something about the Lakers. I open up my phone, and I look at my roommate. I'm like, oh, like Shams just got hacked. And he said Luca, like they said Luca's going to Dallas or Luca's going to LA for AD, and he's like, oh no way. I'm like, yeah, no, he for sure got hacked. And then Shams doubled down. No, this is real. I'm like, what?
dude,
What is happening? And then my phone just
it changed the market, I think, going forward,
Oh yeah,
which is
I think
dope, honestly.
it also yeah the best meme that came out of that is like when they saw that Paul George and Joel Embiid started practicing the
Bro,
next day.
you know what? You know
Yeah.
what I started seeing too, though? Like, I saw some Nuggets fans tweeting, like, yo, what if we knew Luca was available? Like, imagine, like, they put something together,
No,
Luca
that'd
and
be
Jokic
crazy.
together. Like, do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, though? Like, people
I
are
But
also
that's
think
why
that's
that's
crazy that he didn't even take another offer.
no, that's
but that's why, though. Like,
you know who that is. You
yeah,
know who that is. He is the man. I've been saying that for forever. Since 2016, I have said he is the master.
Who,
respect.
Rob?
Rob.
Uh,
Rob is
yeah,
the master. He plays the chess game better than anybody.
Nah,
respect, though.
he
Like, honestly.
Yeah,
he
like
handled, bro. You're
he
telling me
But
put
Rudy
even,
Gobert worth 4 first-round picks and
right.
Mikal Bridges went for 5 first-round picks this summer, and Luca only went for 1?
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
Bro, I told you, bro, he is the master. He is the chess
I
master.
saw so many funny tweets. They were like, Rob was just in there sweet talking Nico Harris.
That
Like
dude.
they said he talked him out of giving him Dalton Connect and another pick because he was like, well, we're worried about Luca's conditioning. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Luca
Dude, I
was on
told you
one leg last year and took them to the finals.
he's the master,
Dude,
bro.
he's gonna be fine. The
Yeah.
the funny part about it too is for years everyone has always said when LeBron's done, that's where LeBron stands are gonna go is Luca, and now it's like the
Yeah.
easiest transition is gonna
I
happen.
think the
I
other
can't
thing
believe
too.
it. I'm also laughing at people who think Braun and Luca can't play together. Like those guys are
Yeah,
basketball geniuses, bro. Like
Yeah, they'll be fine. I mean, defensively they're gonna be
defensive, yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
Like
defensively bad.
they're gonna be
I
terrible. But
honestly
like
don't think it'll matter though. I don't
yeah,
think
I
it'll
mean, I
matter.
don't know. We thought that about Dame too, but that hasn't been great.
That's
But
true.
I think the other thing too that I hope uh I this is maybe a way that no one else has thought about it. I hope that it like opens the eyes to like not only the owners but also to like Adam Silver of like, dude, you got to figure out this tax apron thing, because
Yeah.
like that's
The CBA
like
sucks.
dude, like it's like you literally went from like being able to construct a team and like now you literally can't.
No.
Like to pay, I mean, as good as Luka is, like just the sheer number, like 70 million a year for one guy.
And that's
Like,
what Shea's going to be up for too.
no, I know but that's what I'm saying. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna have to pay Chet and J Dub in the same summer.
No, it's
And
crazy.
yeah, like I just like if you're gonna give them that much money, you can't like try to it's like the league is like trying to like punish the owners for spending money or recoup what they're losing in the like in the viewership stuff, right? Like it's like that's what I look at because the taxes go to the league. Like it's not like the owners are keeping the money. The owners are having to pay the money, and the players don't get that money. It's literally a tax to the league, like how we would pay income tax to the IRS.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Who agreed to
Yeah.
that? Like, what is CJ McCollum doing?
Oh,
No,
jeez.
dog. It's not. You can't put it on him. It's literally.
I know.
It's
That's just what
literally.
everybody likes to do.
No, it's
He's the
literally
president of
because.
the
Yeah,
players union
CJ
right now.
and
Yeah.
Grant
Well, you
Williams.
probably
MVP.
blame Chris Paul. It's Chris Paul's job
Yeah, I
first.
was gonna say I think it's
Yeah.
CP. I don't know though.
No, you. So I think Tom, like, not to go too far off because we have so much to talk about, but I think it was one of those things where like they saw the front load of money, like, oh, the player's gonna make this much money, right? And the TV deals and the revenue sharing between teams now, because it used to be like if you didn't get TV games, you didn't get the same amount of money. Now it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So like the owners are like, oh, we're gonna make more money, but then nobody watches the games, so they don't make as much money. But then we have to pay these huge taxes. So like the league has found a way to like their lawyers were just better,
Yeah.
kind of the same way Rob was better than Nico.
How about we do this as we talk about each trade? Let's say who we think won each trade. That might be a good way
All
to
right.
wrap up each one. So I'm just gonna say the Lakers won that trade.
The Lakers won the trade, but if Dallas wins a championship,
I'm gonna go Dallas.
I think
I'm
in the
gonna go
long term,
Dallas.
the Lakers.
if Dallas
I
wins a
think
championship,
Dallas
it
has a
is
2-year
worth it.
window for this trade to play out.
Okay, but realistically, like if Luca if Luca is really hurt or Luca like continues to get hurt, I mean, it's kind of like the same thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'd say Dallas won. Definitely in the short term, but I mean, I think long term too. They probably save themselves a lot of headache
Yeah, I just
as
don't know
far
where
as
he
like
can go.
financially.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And
I
then for
mean,
all we know, Kyrie's gonna pull another Kyrie and ask to be traded. So it's like,
yeah.
yeah.
All
All
right,
right.
where do you wanna go
Next
next?
one. I think the next one was Fox. To be honest,
Yeah.
was the next
Let's do
like
it.
real
That
one.
was the next one. That was the next.
That
big
was the
trade.
next big one. Yeah.
Yeah. So De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs. Zach LaVine to the Kings. Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and Herter to the Bulls. I believe it was.
Can we say that I told you they were going to be able to keep Steph?
Yeah. So, well, yeah, you were right, but also a third team got involved, and that changes things.
True.
Yeah.
I was surprised Castle was retained. Honestly,
I mean, I wouldn't have made a deal with get rid. I wouldn't have got rid of it at all.
from my
you
inside
saw that dunk he
sources,
had today.
I
he's
didn't see
ridiculous.
it.
Oh my
From my
God.
inside
I'll
sources,
send it to
the
you.
Yeah, let's hear what the main man has to say here.
if it was gonna be straight up, the Kings were asking for a package of either Keldon and Dev or Keldon and Steph, and the Spurs wouldn't come off of any of them. And so the Kings said we need to get a third team involved, in which we need an all-star caliber player to come back. And so that's why they went to the Bulls and got LaVine. So whether that's true or not, who knows? It seems like it is because that's the way it worked out, and it logically makes sense. But
yeah, I mean, Rich and De'Aaron just took all the leverage out of it, saying that they weren't gonna,
So, like we were talking about earlier, there were some fans that so there were some people saying that they didn't like the way Fox handled it, and it wasn't Kings fans. The Kings fans that I've seen have all said like he deserves a better shot. He told the front office what he was looking for at the end of last season. He didn't get it done, and he's been asking for it. He's been nothing but loyal to the Kings. And when he wants something to happen, you can't fault him for it. And now he goes to basically an ideal situation. Like night one, they looked spectacular tonight. They looked like a seamless transition. And I think the Spurs are now a force to be reckoned with over the next handful of years. But I don't know what the Bulls get out of this. And I think the Kings kind of
Just terribleness.
job.
I think the Kings kind of even. Like I'm kind of just like I don't think it hurts us very much. I don't think it elevates us very much. I think they're just kind of the Kings still. So
They got blowed up, man. They got blowed up.
They're not going to. Monty's going
They
to fight.
got to.
Monty's going to fight. You can't though.
Yeah.
You can't blow
No,
it up.
you can. You can.
No, I'll tell you why you can't.
You
can't.
what? You trade Domas?
You get rid of everybody except for
You-
Keegan.
No, you should, but you can't because of your lack of success in the draft. That's why you can't.
Okay, well, yeah, that's fair.
not
Well,
here
I mean,
for
I would
Billy
get rid of
Buck.
everybody, including the people making the draft decisions.
Yeah, no. No. The only way that happens is if Vivek is not the owner anymore, and that's not going to happen. So we can just. I think the Kings are going to be a fringe team for the near
forever.
future at least.
Are you not
No,
here
I mean,
for Malik Monk's PG1 era?
no, I
Oh,
actually
let's
was
see.
telling.
Okay, so yeah,
I was telling
Nice,
Jared.
bro.
No,
yeah.
he's been doing. He look to Jared's credit. He said, "I don't know if that'll work," and I think and I don't know how much you've been watching or anything. Like to someone who doesn't pay attention and stuff, I would agree. Like if I just saw and I'd be like, okay, that's like these are 3 shot chuckers. Like how's that going to work? Malik has been an elite playmaker when he's been the primary ball handler. Like when Fox has been out, he's been elite at the PG position. Now, does that mean he's a certified point guard? No. I think that's probably the next move, however they got to attack it. But he's been really good. He's been really good. I do think Levine off the ball, he's been shooting like 44% from 3.
Yeah,
That's
career high.
That's
Career high.
it's really impressive. Now you take the pressure off of DeRozan to be an off-ball player. He's now certified the second primary ball handler, and in the fourth quarter, he's the guy. There's no competition for that. And then you take someone like Levine, you tell him to space the floor. He can be an ISO player if you need him to be. He's a slasher. I think he can defend for it pretty well. I think it elevates Keegan's responsibility. Now, the last lineups, he was completely just catch and shoot. I think he steps into a little bit more responsibility offensively. And then, I mean, we'll have to talk about Valanciunas too, but I think
I don't
getting
agree
him
with that.
back
I still think Keegan's cooked. I think you just bring in another volume guy. Like Keegan's not. It's not like Levine's
Dude, he
gonna
looked
shoot
good
the same.
last night. He looked good
I mean,
last
yeah.
night, but Levine wasn't there.
But
He looked
Levine,
good.
yeah, Levine's gonna shoot the same number of shots.
It depends.
Fox
It depends
shoots.
on how they rotate. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be different. I don't think it'll be like as many ISO buckets.
I don't know. He shoots a lot of step back threes.
Yeah, he did when he was on the Bulls. Like this is. I feel
Think
like
he's
it's a
gonna
different
change who
situation.
he is just because Doug's out there coaching?
He's gonna. No, I think he's gonna have to, and he's in a different role.
He's tough.
He played with DeMar, and he did the same shit when he was playing with DeMar.
Bro, they didn't have a point guard when Lonzo wasn't hurt. They didn't have a point guard, and he was.
Well, they don't have a point guard now.
Nice.
Did you not just listen to what I said? Malik Monk's been playing well at the point guard.
But he's not a point guard.
Tommy, has he not been playing well at the
He's
point
been
guard?
hooping, Jared. His numbers as the
That's
PG
what I'm saying, dude. He's not a point guard,
Like
but he's been doing
25.
well.
He's like
Until
20.
he
I'm
proves
not
me
saying that.
otherwise,
I'm not saying that he
gonna be
can't
tough
do
later.
well. My point, back to what I was originally saying, is that Keegan is still getting cooked out of the ball.
I think he steps into a little bit more responsibility, though.
All right, I guess only
I
time
think
will tell. This is my thing. This is the only reason I'm bringing it up, and I'm telling you this because I know where your loyalties lie. You're gonna have to pay him this summer, and you need to figure out what he is.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I
Like
think he has to figure.
you're
out
gonna
what
run into Jonathan Kuminga territory, and let me tell you, that sucks.
he is. Yeah, we'll get to that. I don't know.
You
but that's
figure
what I'm
out if he
saying.
can be a 1 or 2 option. That's what
That's what
you're
I'm
never
saying. I
gonna
don't
figure it
think-
out.
I don't think the Kings I think Monty kept his job afloat. The 3 first rounders looks good, except one of them's heavily protected by Charlotte, so I don't really think we're gonna get it. And then it looks like we kind of evened out. That's what I'm saying. I don't think this trade hurts us. I don't think it helps us. I think it's just they kind of damage controlled for what it really could have been. It could have been a lot worse, I think. So I'll give.
Yeah,
I'll
I
give
mean
them
that
credit
was
for
more
that.
than what they. Yeah, I mean that's more than what
The Spurs are now front loaded with an incredible amount of talent. They're capitalizing on a lot of their players being on profitable contracts that are contributing to the team right now. And
Yeah.
I think Spock's going to step in and immediately. I hated the lineup they rolled out tonight, though. CP's got to go to the bench, dude. Like, I'm
dude.
sorry.
Yeah, God, bro. Oh my God, dude.
Just
Get
start
over your
Steph,
ego,
bro.
dude.
What
Like,
are
bro,
they
put
doing?
him to the bench, bro.
Yeah, like,
Start
but that's the
Steph,
thing. I don't think
like,
Mitch
come on.
won't do it though. Mitch won't do it.
Yeah, I know.
He's like doesn't have enough years in the game to do it.
Yeah. But
Top
like
of
he's got to go to the bench, dude. Like
Yeah, dude, go to the bench, dude. Like Manu
that
went to
second
the
unit would be
bench.
nice too.
Yes,
Like
Manu played off the bench, dude. Get over
He's
it.
like 40.
you guys want to know
Yeah.
my like crazy like take, and I don't think Spurs fans would agree with me on this, but I think this is their best way to win. You put Dev to the bench too. I think you go
And start
Fox,
Harrison.
Steph, HB, Sohan, and Wemby, and then second unit is CP, Jewel, Dev, Mamu, and Bassi. I like that.
Hmm.
I like that.
They're good.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I mean,
Just because then Dev is the guy in the second unit, whereas in this
Yeah.
first one, like he turns
your first problem is Chris Paul. Like you got, bro,
yeah,
come off the bench, dude. Stop.
he just needs to come off the bench. The
Yeah,
lineups all
just
because you can either start because you can toy with that starting lineup if CP is coming off the bench. You can put Steph in there. You can put
or
Jew
you
in
can
there if
put
you want more
Jew,
shooting.
yeah,
You
or
know
you
what I
can
mean?
put
Like,
Vassell in there if you want.
or you could
Like,
go
yeah,
huge and do Sohan. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you could do
yeah.
whatever you want if CP just goes to the damn
Dude, that's what I'm
bench, dude.
saying,
Like,
bro. Just go to the bench, man. Like, good
and
lord.
you're gonna
Like,
help
you're
the team.
40. Yeah,
You're
you don't
gonna
need to
help the team.
play. Like, you don't even play 36 minutes either. So it's like, what
Yeah.
is like if
And
you want to
Steph
play in
is
the fourth
ready.
quarter, go ahead. But like, yeah,
But
bro.
Steph is ready. He's proven
This
it.
is like the old head just hanging around.
Yeah.
Like
But that was
like
my
become
thing
Udonis Haslam, dude. Just
when
accept it.
when
He's
he
around. He's been around for way too long.
when he's like when they signed him, he was talking about like, yes, this is different from going to like the Warriors or a team that is a quote unquote like immediate contender. But like, and he was ready to kind of take a mentorship role for whoever they draft and blah blah all this.
No,
But it's
his
like,
ego's too
dude, you're
big.
not doing that though. Like,
Yeah, his ego's too big.
I don't know. Yeah, if he goes to the bench, their lineups look a lot better.
So
Besides that, though,
obviously the Spurs won this one.
I
Yeah,
think it
I
goes
mean,
Spurs, Kings, Bulls. Like, because I don't know
I
what
don't
the
even
Bulls.
think what the Bulls.
I don't know what they're.
Bro, they like
Kings
They're
kind
not
of
doing
Kings kind
they're
of
anything, bro.
another
just
team. Like, dog, what do you do? I mean, they won
them and
their
the
game. They
Wizards.
they beat the crap out of somebody like two last night. Oh my god, they scored
That
140 on somebody.
they just
Like
have the most
all their
random
guards, yeah, all
like
their guards,
roster.
Ao, Colby, and whoever, and like
Matos had
Matt,
like
he had 24. He went
he
perfect,
was
10
10
for
for
10 for
10.
10.
10. He missed a
They were
shot.
just
It
waiting for
was
Levine to get out of there.
no, it's I don't know what they got going. I think
Nah,
their
I mean they're
highest play
bad.
player is Voos right now.
Yeah, and they've
It
been
might
trying
be
to move
Kobe
him, just
actually.
nobody wants him.
Might
No,
be
Vuce
Kobe
is on
White.
100 mil.
He's on a higher one. Yeah, they
They're trying to
paid
get
Kobe
rid of.
more
They're
though.
trying to get rid of Vucevic.
So
Yeah, I know
long.
the Warriors wanted him. But
Great.
yeah, I would say higher with
Yeah,
that
another guy that
trade,
can't guard.
we'll go Spurs, Kings, Bulls. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. Like I
Spurs
just
definitely won.
Yeah, the
yeah,
Spurs least.
they are I just don't know how they get like also like I'll say this as a De'Aaron Fox fan, I'm happy for him. And I think last or 2 years ago when everyone was watching him in the playoffs be what Kings fans got to see for so many years, and everyone in the national media was like,
He was
oh,
so
De'Aaron Fox playing out of his mind, blah, blah. And we're like, no, he's just that good. I think it's just gonna be that again. Where like obviously because of the pull that Wemby gets in the national scale that the Spurs are now on, everyone is gonna see how good he is, and like I think he deserves that. And
Oh,
so
that duo is gonna be unbelievable.
That's what I was gonna
unbelievable.
say too. I think like very few times in these situations do you get two players of their caliber that can transition smoothly into playing together.
Yeah,
Like even for Luca and Braun, it's still gonna be more of a struggle than it is for De'Aaron and
yeah.
Wemby.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
like De'Aaron Wemby, like to me
The
that
perfect
just like
fit.
makes so much. Yeah, it's like it's so good.
Yeah,
Um,
it'll be exciting to watch, and
yeah, and it's I'm happy that like you said, I'm happy for De'Aaron that he gets to go back to Texas and like you know what I mean all those little things that
yeah,
come
his
along
his
with
wife
that
is
stuff.
from San Antonio too, so
Yeah,
that's
so
a
it's
cool
like
part of it too.
yeah, he's gonna wear her number, right? That's what he's
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a good situation for them. So I'm happy for them. And like
Yeah.
it's obviously I'm very inclined to like the Spurs for obvious reasons, but I
Yeah.
think in general it's a likable organization that people wouldn't mind doing well again. So it's like
Yeah.
they're set
Yeah.
up for success. Spurs fans were raving about it. It's funny because I'm on like Kings Twitter and Spurs Twitter, and
So
like
you're just like yeah,
I
you're
got
just
I got
getting
to see both
bombarded.
sides of it. I think obviously the Kings made another trade. I guess we can just transition into that since we're still talking Kings. They traded They got CD Sissoko, who I do want to say a quick word about, and in the Spurs trade, and then they traded him 2 second-rounders for Jonas Valanciunas, and I think that was just a move for the Kings to keep Sabonis happy because it's like his best friend. And everyone's been saying we need a backup center, which they do, but who knows? But CD is someone who I have been on the same team with for the last year and a half. Great kid. He's 20 years old, has unlimited potential, and he's just been shipped around and just got waived again. And I think it's just like a testament to how much this league is a business, and it's not fair to people who like him who work hard or young, and for better or for worse, just kind of was a piece of the puzzle that nobody really might have taken for granted. I think he had a really good shot on the Kings to contribute and slide into that wing role on the second unit that they needed, but wasn't really given that shot. So I do think CD's going to land on his feet, whoever takes a chance on him, and he's going to do well, but kind of sucks. So I just wanted to, take
That's
a
kind of
take a signal.
not
Fair.
that. Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say too. Is like it's definitely the business for sure. But and I remember literally told you this when he got traded. I was like, bro, he's gonna be perfect for them. Like I don't.
Dude,
It's like it doesn't make sense to me. Like again, I watch a lot of basketball, and I've been watching a lot of basketball for a long time, and I wouldn't ever say that I know the most. But like, dude, it is so clear what the Kings need off the bench, and it's like he literally fit that.
he
Like,
brings
and
it,
he's
and he
20 years old. Like, I don't understand.
unlimited
Like,
potential.
bro, what are you watching? What do you like? You watch your team play every single night, and you see them get cooked by second unit wings that are athletic
Yeah.
every single night. And you're just like, oh, we just fell into this 20-year-old on a second round contract. Like, nah, we're good. We're just gonna
The
we don't
kid's
even
the kid's an athletic freak who
yeah.
wants
He's
to make he
big.
wants to be a playmaker. Like
Yeah.
Jared's watched him play with he was looking for me all the time on the court. Like there was no reason for him to do that. He was an assignment NBA player down with us on the Austin Spurs, and he's looking to make plays. He could go and dunk on anyone at any moment he wanted to in the G
Bro,
League.
he had
And
30 in the first half against the
like
Kings.
he's a legit athletic young
No.
talent, and it's like
No.
give him the shot. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, nah,
It's funny. So
that
Kings,
really bothered me when I
it
saw that
bothered
today.
me. And I
Yeah.
was talking to him, and Kings fans were legit excited about him and thought he was gonna really give him a good look. And he was excited to have kind of a new start. Like San Antonio was home for him, but he got waived by the Wizards. So hey, the Kings, you can make it right, sign him, pick him up off of waivers. So I would really appreciate if that happened, but who knows? But
Yeah.
just
That
wanted
would
to
be
take a moment to say that because
Yeah.
it
Just
is
tone deaf, bro. Tone deaf.
sick. It's sick. But
Which
yeah,
we'll
so
get to in a second.
I guess that trade pretty. I don't really know. I think it's a wash, to be honest. I think the Kings just needed to keep Sabonis happy, and we did need another center. But I don't know. I guess the Kings win. They get Valanciunas, but
Yeah, he's good.
for I don't know. I genuinely think that was the locker room trade to get Sabonis happy.
He's a good player though. Like he's not.
He
he's
is,
not
and
bad.
a great backup center. But it's like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, true professional. Like, yeah, this has nothing to do with Valanciunas.
no,
No,
exactly.
no.
So we can just turn the page on. Let's do you guys want to get into the Wars, or do we want to go?
Go ahead, Tom. Go ahead.
What's
Tom.
next?
You got
Well,
it,
because
bro. I
I
want to
think
hear what you have
there
to
was
say.
one more. There was Bucks and Wizards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kuzma and
Like, what are we
Middleton.
doing?
Another random trade. What
What are
happened
we
during
doing?
practice today?
Honestly, that's foul. That was foul. They did Middleton
Yeah.
foul for that.
Yeah,
bro. Well,
after
I
having
didn't
both
know.
ankle surgeries.
I didn't
That
know
was
how bad
messed
he was
up, bro.
struggling this year, which for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
Middleton, obviously Giannis. Middleton won them a championship.
Dude, he
Yeah.
was the X factor. He was the
Yeah.
difference. Like,
yeah. When
Like,
when
you're
they
gonna
finally
send
got their
him-
head out of their ass and started having him go pick and roll with Giannis
Yeah.
and making Giannis the roller, that's literally what messed the Suns up. The
Yeah.
and you're
Suns
gonna
had no
send
answer
him
for that.
to the wasteland of the NBA. They're like 7-43.
Yeah, they
no,
lost
I don't
16 in a
know
row.
what is going on over there. That's for sure.
But like,
He
and
better
like,
get
what?
bought
Like,
out. He better get bought out.
I'm sorry, but like, and again, I don't want to catch heat for this, but like, what does Kuz add for them that Chris couldn't like or wasn't
30 extra pounds.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
dude, like
A little
what?
taller and a little heavier.
So
That's
you're
all.
gonna start. So you're gonna start him at the 3
His
essentially.
splits. Granted, I think Kuz is not a bad player.
No,
His
Kuz is
split-
good, but like this
His
year's been
splits
bad.
this year are atrocious.
Bro,
Worse
it's just
than
what
Jordan
happens when
Poole.
you go to the
Bro,
Wizards.
he's
Like,
like-
I
Worse
feel
than
like this
Jordan
is what
Poole.
goes with- this is
He's
what
like
happens.
42, 28, 61.
Dude, but like here's my thing is like you're gonna start him at the 3. That's essentially what you're doing.
So they just are like they need him to just be catch and shoot guy, I guess,
But
right?
he
Like
can't. But he's
he's
not doing
not.
that
Yeah,
well.
might as well
You
just
might as well
put
play Gary
AJ
Trent.
Green in there.
I've
Like
seen him
honestly,
airball more than I've seen him make shots this year.
Oh yeah, his Twitter highlights have been
no,
going
his
crazy
light-
today. He's been
his
getting
low light
fried.
reel is bad. His low light reel is
Yeah.
bad.
Bad.
So
And like
I
I
don't really
like
know.
Kuz. Like I has nothing against Kuz. Like I like Kuz. Like I don't want like this. That's what I'm saying. I can't catch heat for this, but like it just didn't make sense for the
I don't
Bucks.
get it.
It
I
has
don't
it
get
has
it.
nothing to do with the Kuz. Kuz, I think you're a great player, bro. But like
Maybe he'll
it,
tap into what he was doing with the
somehow the
Lakers.
Wizards won that trade.
Yeah,
That's what Wizards did, bro. There was people on Twitter
they
saying
salary dumped. I
Chris
guarantee you they waive
Middleton on
Middleton.
one
I
ligament is
guarantee you
better.
they waive. No way they
I
play
don't know.
Middleton.
You
needs
think?
weight.
I
Might
feel like
just sit
Middleton
it.
might just exactly.
Sit it. Yeah,
Might just be in pain. Might need eight surgeries.
I would walk in there and be like, "Y'all are gonna waive me, right?" Like I don't let the
Yeah,
young.
limp in there,
Yeah.
limp into the practice facility.
Yeah, pull up on
No reason
In
for
crutches.
him.
crutches.
That was
There's no
such a
reason for him.
random trade, dude. Like that was such a random
I
trade.
know, and then like the other thing too
I
is
will say though, AJ Johnson's nice.
okay, but they just drafted Bub Carrington literally
Yep.
3 picks
Yeah.
after
They
him.
have no.
They-
What they're? I was gonna say this. They almost look like
That's a
they're
good
just
point.
putting together a bunch of random like pieces that could amount to something, and they're like, okay, whoever comes out, that's who we're gonna build around.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
That's gonna be our
literally,
guy.
literally, AJ went like 22nd. I think Bub went like 17 or something
Right
like
there.
that.
Yeah, no,
Literally
I
right
didn't even
there.
think about that. That's a
Bub
good
is
point.
nice too, and
Yeah.
bro,
Carrington's
I like
nice.
AJ too. He's
Yeah,
he was
no,
a good
AJ's
prospect.
good. Yeah,
But it's like, but again, like, yeah, I don't even know what SAR's been doing this year either. But it's just you just got a bunch of
bad.
random dudes.
bad.
Like, I don't know. I'm telling you, they're
Bad.
just waiting for one of them to show a little bit, and they're like, yeah,
Well,
you're
they're
the one.
like,
Like,
hey, you know what the sad thing is? I'm just gonna say this one thing, and then I don't want to get into make it a big thing. But like, there's no way that the NBA lets them get Cooper Flag. There's just no way.
no, we
No,
know we're
There's just no way. There's no
Um,
way that they're gonna win the lottery. As bad as they are, there's just no way they're gonna
There's
let
a
them.
reason why
some team
Wembanyama
that
is
should
on
get
the
the 7th
Spurs.
pick is gonna get the first pick.
Yeah, no, it always happens that way.
Yeah.
Whether we think it's rigged or not, it seems to always happen. So yeah, that was that.
Yeah, so I
don't-
guess
I don't
that's
know.
what's random.
I guess that's a wash. I don't know. You got a Bucks hoodie on, so you know.
Yeah.
And then I think right either before or after that was the one where you talked about Caleb Martin and Quinn Grimes.
Yeah, I mean that's just
That was
like
weird.
that. That was like their. I think that
I guess
Caleb's
Caleb's
been hurt, so it's part of it, and then I think
I like Quinn Grimes. I
No.
don't get.
He's good, bro.
so
He's a better shooter than
Great
I
shooter.
think
Caleb is, and I
so.
feel like
He's not as big as Caleb though. He's not as good.
I feel like
defender.
defensive. Yeah, but I don't like for what the Mavs need now in this. Like, if you're gonna have Kyrie and AD,
They're
basically
loading.
being-
They're loading up against the Thunder. I'm
just
telling you.
wing, yeah, just
Yeah,
match that
big
size.
wings. Yeah, match that size. Like because and on the flip side for the Sixers, if they're gonna make this Grimes is on a better contract, cheaper contract, and two, if they're gonna make this push, then they needed a younger Eric Gordon essentially,
Yeah.
and that's what Quentin Grimes is. Like,
Yeah, no, I
'cause
like you, Grimes.
Eric's been hooping, but like Eric is also can't play
Yeah.
25, 30 minutes a night. So because that's what's been happening is like they're so depleted at the wing. So they move KJ Martin too, but
Yeah.
But I think that was a salad. That got them under the second apron.
Salad.
I don't know if you saw that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
that got them.
I mean,
that got them.
I liked it for Philly to be honest, and like Jared's
Yeah.
out for the rest of the year too.
Yeah,
and
so
he
he's
can
like
kinda fill
Jared.
that-
Yeah, he's like Jared. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So-
Like he's essentially Eric Gordon. Like,
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
my initial thought was Philly won that one. But I mean, I get why Dallas did it, but it's just like I don't know.
If Caleb is healthy, then like I would say Dallas, but like because like it's now it's very clear what they're going after, right?
Yeah,
like
that's true.
like so like at least they're getting the guys that they want.
Yeah. All right, Tommy, go ahead, take it over.
I
We can get
want
to what you really want to talk
to hear
about.
Jared's thoughts first.
Why do
Okay,
you?
can you?
why do
I
have
don't.
to go first?
You guys have all the details, right? I don't. Like I said, I don't have my phone up, so
No,
if
no,
one of you
no.
wants
I
to do
mean-
the details.
I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff that just happened after that. Like, but the main piece is Jimmy is coming to Golden State and Andrew is going to Miami. That is the
That's
main
basically
piece. Schroeder is getting moved around and Anderson's getting moved around. Like, and there's other teams involved and whatever. But like, the main piece of it. But that's not even where my issue is. Okay.
Yeah.
because I
2 years,
I
121
Neither.
million.
dude, what in the actual, like, I can't say F, but like what in the actual
Dude, that's
F, bro?
crazy.
Like
I didn't even know that
this,
type of extension was possible.
like
That's so
what?
much
This
money, dude.
guy's gonna make six. So I looked at the stats. So he's 35 right now, making $50 million. He's played 25 games this year. 25 games. Here's the numbers. He's shooting 54 from the field, 36 from three, and
We can't look at his numbers
and
from this year,
80.
though.
No. I'm saying those are good numbers, right? Those are
Yeah,
good
but like, he's
numbers,
not
right?
trying this year.
But like exactly, right? So like he's making $50 million and he's played 25 games. Last year, he only played 60 games. The year before, he only played 64 games. So even the year they made it to the finals, he only played 57 games. So like we'll be lucky if he plays half the season this year because he's still not healthy. And it's like, bro, you're literally gonna pay this guy $60 million a year for the player that you think that he was in 2021. Like it makes like for all the stuff that Draymond and Steph and them, like, which obviously I love them, but it's like, oh, we don't want to do any major roster reconstruction stuff. Like, dog, you literally just screwed your roster for two. Like, you can't pay Jonathan Kuminga now. You can't pay Moses Moody now. Like, you can't pay literally anybody because Steph is making 50, Draymond is making like 35, and now you're gonna make this guy $60 million next year. 60. Like, it just blows my mind that they actually think like Jimmy right now is going to vault them into some kind of contention. And that's not even what's going to hurt because, like, again, I have to say again, he's making 50 this year. Next year he'll be making 11 million more.
So crazy.
Like what are we doing? Like how, like, this is like what they were talking about, like this is why people get fired.
Yeah.
Like this is literally why people get fired because like whatever you think you're getting, you're not. You're not getting that. Like no one can sit here and say that Miami is a bad organization or Miami is not a professional organization. Like it's not the Timberwolves in 2019. Like, bro, you're talking about the Miami Heat and this dude didn't want to play because he was throwing a temper tantrum over $10 million. Well, guess what? You just gave into that toddler. Like I have two toddlers in my house. Like the Warriors have two in their house now because you got
Yeah,
Draymond out there.
I was gonna say
and you,
we need to have an honest conversation about Draymond.
like, dude, he's like, it's like I was hoping that he was gonna get traded. If I'm being honest,
I thought they were gonna move him.
like, but like, dude,
Do you think teams wanted that though? I don't think teams were willing to
no,
take that.
no,
Phoenix
Yeah.
maybe would
because
have taken him. Maybe.
he's
Yeah, but
not
KD
playing
was like-
either.
Katie said hell no though. Katie didn't want to come back.
Dog, like I don't like. This is why people get fired. This is literally why people get fired. Like it makes you. There's not a ounce of logic in the world that can make me think this deal made any sense whatsoever. It's literally the worst
Issue-
trade of the season so far.
The issue is they've spent the last 2 years thinking that they could just, rock out with what they had. And they should have been looking to make a move like this after the championship, really, when you saw how
When you move Jordan Poole, you should have got
moved
somebody instead of
JP.
getting Chris Paul. You should have got freaking somebody that like
But-
okay,
but
get
it
Jimmy Butler
doesn't-
2 years ago.
it doesn't make sense to me because you had Chris Paul's expiring contract this summer and you just waived him. But then they said they pursued Levine hard and decided to go for something bigger. It's like, why did you pursue Levine hard when Chicago wanted to give you Levine for Chris Paul and they wanted to give you a first round pick? It's incompetence at its finest. It's ridiculous. Now, I will play devil's advocate. Tell you what, because Jared, I agree with you. I don't love it at all, but I will like try to like see what they're seeing, and like let's just say Jimmy, you get a locked in Jimmy. Like let's just say Jimmy commits to them, and obviously he did in some way, verbally, shape, or form, because he signed an extension. They're going all in on the last 2.5 years of Steph and Draymond. Like they went and got a guy who has a proven playoff riser. He has.
Are they
he-
beating the Thunder with that though? Like I
They're
just
not
don't
even getting to
that's
the
what I'm
second
saying.
round.
Like,
I'm just
I don't-
saying. I'm speaking from what
I
they
get what you're
are
saying. No,
saying. Like
I think you have a great point.
he's a
But it's just like
legitimate playoff riser, and he takes a lot of pressure off Steph Curry as a basket getter when you need crunch time buckets. and he took an 8 seed to a finals. That's all objective
No, yeah.
information. That's what they're saying. Do I agree with it? Not really. I thought Wiggins has been playing amazing, and I thought you could have gotten something marginal, like maybe Levine and Vucevic, and tried to do that. I don't know, but we're here, and Jimmy's a warrior, so buckle up.
It's terrible, bro. I mean,
That's your
yeah,
unit for the next 2 years, though. Like
that's
like you
what I'm
said, like
saying. Like you're
what do you? This
cooked.
is
Like
your
you're
roster
cooked.
now.
I
Like you're
think you got. I
cooked.
think
You're
they got to
cooked,
sign and
bro.
trade Kaminga now in the offseason. You can't pay
But
him.
like then so why didn't you do
Yeah,
that for an actual real player that could
agreed.
help you?
Agreed.
Like
Agreed.
that's what I'm saying though. It's like there's nothing that makes it make sense, bro. Like there's nothing. Like there's literally nothing. Like you cannot I don't give a shit. Like you
They're just
cannot
they're
tell me that it makes any sense.
yeah.
Like I'm literally calling for the head tomorrow. Tomorrow.
You've been calling for
They
that,
were
though.
they were
And now I
twerking. They
am.
were
I am
twerking
not
for
I'm
You've
not
every
been doing
hiding
it.
it anymore.
superstar.
I'm not
They were
hiding it anymore.
twerking for every superstar in the league, and they weren't
Like
leaving without one. Is basically what happened.
Like,
And
dog, like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Like, I don't like it makes
yeah,
zero sense. And even then, like, I could have got someone on board if you'd have just like, okay, we're gonna see how it works this year. And if it's cooked, it's cooked. We pay Kaminga and move on. No, you doubled down and gave this dude 2 years for $121 million.
It's crazy. It's so crazy.
Like, dog, like what? Like for literally for 12 games. That's what you're literally paying
yeah.
him for
We'll
12
see. We'll
games.
see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Bro, because what are they right now? I'm gonna look right now. They're
They're
like 12th.
24 and 25. Yeah, they're like 12th.
Like,
They lost
dude.
tonight, by the way. They lost tonight up 11 with 3 minutes left in the game.
Shout out to Jackson Roll, NBA debut. He showed out.
He played good too. He had a couple
Yeah,
threes.
he played well. Shout
Oh,
out to
they're
Jackson
in
Roll.
the
Um,
11th seed. They're 11th
yeah.
seed. They're
All the
literally like,
all the teams though are separated by a few games.
yeah, well, I mean, is he gonna play? When's he gonna play? Because he hasn't played.
Yeah,
And
hopefully
that's my
he
other
plays
thing. It's
early
like,
next week.
okay, but that's the thing though, is like he hasn't been playing, so it's like he's not in shape anyways. So it's gonna
Right.
take him 15, 20 games just to get back into shape, on top of being able to like blend and mesh with Steph and Draymond.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you have no shooting.
At
You have
least
no shooting now.
yeah, that starting lineup's bad. Like
Like you
space.
can't shoot. Like who's gonna shoot?
In post.
If I'd
Dude,
rather have him.
he's nice,
He's
bro.
in there.
Yeah, he
He's in
costs
there.
$500,000.
He's been doing well too.
Yes.
He's been playing well.
Um at least they did something, I guess.
No, Tom. That is the
I don't
wrong
know,
way to look
Jared.
at
I've
this,
been pretty
bro.
mad with
No,
they've been
no,
so
You know what? You
average for the
sound
last
like
3 years though.
you sound like a true
No,
new Warriors fan.
no,
Is what
but
you
I'm
sound
agreeing
like.
with you. Like I don't agree with the move. I'm like I think what you're saying is completely valid. But like they had to do something. I don't love what they did, but at least they tried
Oh,
something
bro.
because
Sometimes,
You know what
literally
makes it.
been
sometimes nothing is
500.
better.
They've been 500 for 3 years in a row. Like that roster they had wasn't going to win. It was proven. They're just
Sometimes,
an
well,
average team.
this one's not gonna win either.
And you might be right, but at least they went and got a star for him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
Fuck
I
him.
think it could have been better. I think they could have done something much better. But at least they
They
got
already
a
have a
proven
star. They have
star.
the best point guard to ever live.
the
He's getting old.
the ensuing trade
So is
makes it
Jimmy
look even
Butler.
worse.
He's
Though.
older than
Agreed.
him.
Agreed.
The next trade that we're going to talk about, I think, makes it look worse because that would have been a better fit, in my opinion.
I agree. I wanted him. I wanted him.
So
yeah, I
obviously
think
the
They have to make
Warriors
another move, though.
lost.
They have to make another trade, though, right?
Crash and burn lost.
I do think. I actually. Can we talk about the Heat though? I love it. I think
Oh, great
Wiggins
fit.
can slide
Great
right
fit.
into their system and do really well for them.
Yeah,
He doesn't demand
I
the
mean,
ball. He's going to defend on the wing. He fits well around Tyler and Bam. Like I
yeah,
think
it'll be fine.
I like it.
I mean, yeah, they
Gobert
win.
and
They
Bam.
win like
They win trades.
It's a yeah.
And you
it's
get off
just-
of the divaness. You get off of the drama.
dude. Like, come on. Like, do we really need more of that, Tom? Do we really
No,
need
you-
more
You
of
don't.
that?
You know, Jared, I
Like-
don't love it. I don't love it. I'm just playing devil's
Tom,
advocate.
Tom, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I
all
have
right?
to.
This
for the
is
No, you
this is
podcast.
don't.
literally
I
optimism
have. We
versus
could. It's
pessimism
like
right here.
first
There's-
take. It's like first take. You guys can't. We can't come up here and say the same exact thing. Like I gotta.
No, that's not
side.
true. We can't. It was
Uh,
ass.
This
They
is
have
what
to
it
make
is.
another move, though. They have to make another move. They just
I
traded
mean,
5 guys.
I said the King
Right?
said they have to make another move too. So
Like,
Yeah. Then look what they
go
did.
Did they go get Vooch? Is that their next move?
No. God
That's
damn
what I'm
it!
saying.
No,
No. I've that's what I've like seen is that they're gonna try to go get him.
no, bro. They need shooting.
He can shoot.
I know a shooter that I can get for dirt cheap. Okay, so the next
Dude,
the next
bring Clay back. God damn it.
that's not happening. Um the next trade that
He's
happened
laughing.
as we
Hey,
are
hey,
clicking
side. Hold
record.
on. He's laughing his ass off right now.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
he's so is what's his so is Bob Myers.
Yeah,
Bob
laughing their
Myers
ass
started
off.
this. Bob Myers
No,
started
don't
this.
blame Bob.
And I will
That's the one
stand
person
on
you
that.
can't blame.
Oh, we blame Joe
Bob
Lacob.
got
Dunleavy
out.
was there the entire time.
We blame
Bob
Joe
saw what was
Lacob.
happening.
That's who we
He got
blame.
out
We
of there.
blame Joe Lacob.
I'm
Joe
still
Lacob.
blaming Dunleavy.
But shout out to Joe Lacob for getting him the rings, though. Actually,
Yeah. So all right, next
Um,
trade. Let's go.
As we're shout out to the Heat winning that one. As we're clicking record, another trade broke. Tommy, do you have the details up? Because I just saw the main person. I didn't see what the details were.
Well, there's two of them, right?
Pull it
Or did
back
we?
up.
We didn't go over the Ingram deal, or we didn't?
That was the only one. Yeah. So,
No,
Oh,
there
you
was
didn't
another one
see
that
the other
happened.
one?
oh my God! All right, let's go over the Ingram one. If someone wants
Yeah.
to pull up the details of the
Just
Brandon
go
Ingram
quick. Go quick on Ingram. That one's pretty. I mean,
Brandon
I'll
Ingram.
just
Brandon
so
Ingram traded to
to
the
Brown to
Toronto
Raptors for
Raptors,
Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, and 1 first-round pick, 1 second rounder. So essentially, you got a little bit taller version of RJ Barrett.
and I think
Random.
that's who the Warriors should have gone for.
Yeah, I think that would have been
Yeah.
fire.
That's
I would
what I
like that a
wanted.
lot for them.
Yeah, but even then, again, not healthy. Does not play games.
If
Yeah.
not to talk too much Warriors here, if they could have gotten him and kept Wiggins, I would have loved it. Like that would have been
I
perfect.
thought that would have been possible though.
Yeah, I would have moved Draymond for that.
Yeah, facts.
Send him down there with Zion.
Hey man, I've been
would've been
saying
horrible.
I love Dre, but I've been saying they let Clay go. You might as well just let him go too.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, he's like too. He has them too scared.
I don't know what the Pelicans are going to do from here though. They got
they got to blow it. They got to blow it up too.
They do have to blow it up.
They got to blow it up. You lose
Trey Murphy's-
DeJounte. Shout out DeJounte, man. Poor guy.
Yeah.
I feel so bad.
Yeah. I mean, you build around Trey, and you just tell Zion like, bro, you have literally 8 months.
Yeah.
You have
Let
8
Trey
months.
Murphy rock, bro. It's his team. Give him the key.
No,
Yeah.
Trey's nice.
No, I've been.
Yeah, Jared's been saying that since
I've
day
been
one.
saying
The
that.
Pelicans
I will say.
have who I want the Kings to really try to go after. So
CJ
I think-
McCollum.
no, Herb I think would be perfect for them.
Yeah, Herb would be good. He's
Herb
hurt
off the
again though
bench would
too.
be money. Yeah, I know he is, but
He
he
is
would be
good.
money.
No, you got to
And
start him. He's not coming off the bench for the Kings.
for that lineup though. Is what I'm saying. He would
No.
We're-
Tell.
tell Keegan to kick rocks.
No, I'm telling somebody else to kick rocks.
Telling DeRozan to kick rocks is crazy. No. I also like Josh Okogie for the Kings. He's hurt as well, but
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no one wins that trade, honestly.
yeah, I don't. I feel like it's just kind of the Pelicans,
no
like you said,
way.
are getting.
Yeah,
they're
that's a
moving
rental.
into that. Yeah,
Like Bi's gone this offseason, right? He's not resigning.
No, I don't think he's staying. I think they literally they were shedding salary Toronto was just Toronto was probably trying to position themselves for something else.
Where do you think he ends up?
BI?
Yeah.
He could end up in San Antonio.
no, they don't have the money for that, will they?
Well, I mean, if they move, guys, sign a trade.
But I don't. Yeah, I don't know what that does for you. Dev is basically kind of like a cheaper version of him.
Yeah, I mean,
And
maybe,
I like Dev a lot. I like Vassell a lot.
I mean,
so.
maybe the Clippers go
East.
get him.
Did some of these guys just go east? Goodness.
No.
Yeah, but like who
This
though?
is a bloodbath.
Like where would they go in the East?
$20 says Brandon Ingram signs with the
What
Bulls.
about like Indiana? Brandon Ingram in Indiana.
No one wants to go to Indiana though. That's the thing.
They're good though.
Yeah, but it's just like
depending on what happens with Wiggins, I mean, he could go to Miami.
Yeah. I think Wiggins will fit well there though. He's playing.
No, but I'm saying like if you start Tyler and you have
Orlando.
Brandon, nah, I don't like that.
They need better.
No, they
scoring.
have Franz and they have what? They
Nah,
have
they
They're
have
Franz
just
and
hurt.
Paulo.
They're just hurt right now. They're just hurt right now.
Yeah, they have
That's what it
Franz
is.
and Paulo. What are we talking about? And they have
Franz is
KCP.
Yeah,
No,
they're just
I
hurt.
think if he goes to Miami, you start Tyler at the 1, you start Andrew and Bi on the wings with Cleo Ware and Bam Adebayo. That's kind of
Nice team.
Yeah,
Good
Yeah.
team.
Chloe Ware looks nice too.
Yeah, he struggled tonight.
He's young still, though,
somebody got the best of him tonight. Shout out AB.
Hey, let's go.
No surprise there.
Okay.
All right, are you ready, Luke?
Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah, what happened?
Are you ready?
Luke, bro, this is
This is
like
this
the
is
perfect-
crazy.
This is real live reaction.
This is
Alright,
crazy.
Just in from Shams. The Los
Shams.
Angeles Lakers are trading Dalton Connect Cam Reddish, a 2031 unprotected first round pick, and a 2030 pick swap to the Charlotte Hornets for Mark Williams.
Is he
Mark
that
Williams is
valuable?
averaging
He's been
21 and
killing.
12
He's
in his
been
But
last
killing
come
since he
on,
got
man.
back. And look, this is what I read too, as we were like getting
God,
ready to get
Charlotte. I need Charlotte to actually do well because they have the first round pick that's lottery protected for the Kings right now. I needed them to
on.
get in the playoffs.
So they were saying that like he's literally Derek Lively for Luca. That's
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Why are these teams just giving the Lakers what they want?
Bro, I just told you why, Thomas.
They're cheating, Jared. The
Robert.
Lakers are cheating. This is
Rob
crazy.
Pelinka is the man.
Anthony Davis just publicly came out and said, "We need a center. Get me a
And
center."
they traded him and got
traded
a
him
center.
and then went and got a 7'2" center with a 9'9" reach. He touches the rim standing.
Where's Oh my god, dude, they're gonna be good, dude.
They're gonna be
Yeah, they're
nasty.
gonna be
They're gonna be
good.
nasty. I think they're the best team in
I
the
think
West.
I honestly wouldn't have got rid of Dalton, but I mean, but maybe
You got Bronny though, so
Well, they might be
No,
better.
bro,
No, you
why
know
are you
what it-
trolling,
than
bro?
OKC.
you know what it-
Why do you want to really get me started right now? What are you doing?
you know what it is though. You know what it actually is though. They wouldn't get off of Reeves. Is really you kind of like
I don't know if you
You had to
could
pick
get
one white guy.
I think you do. I actually think you do have the big one white guy. Because what does Reeves
I-
do? Okay, so now Reeves is
Reeves
no
is a better
longer-
playmaker, but
He
you
is,
have
but
Luka.
They don't need him to play make.
That's the point I was about to make. Reeves is no longer the secondary ball
They
handler.
should have moved Reeves, but
Yeah.
You
Maybe
could
they
have gotten more
want
value
Reeves.
from Reeves.
bro, are they better? Are
So-
this that roster better than the Thunder?
No,
No way.
Bro,
No
they
way.
have,
Thunder are so
No
good.
way, dude. The Thunder. Have you watched them play defense,
oh,
Tom?
they're good. They're good. They're good.
Like,
They're
they're-
an issue.
they're-
They're like
they're gonna
what
cause-
you roll
they're
out
gonna
on the
cause,
2K
like,
My
bro,
Court with like the created
I'm just
minors.
saying,
Like,
Let me tell you.
Lakers
Let me
got-
tell you what
the
they're
Lakers
about to do
got
to this guy,
Dorian.
Luca.
The Lakers got
No.
Dorian.
No,
they
they-
got Vanderbilt,
I don't care.
Rui. Like they
I
have.
don't care.
They have wings.
I've watched
bro.
the Thunder play 4 times in the last like 2 months. Like full game watching them. Like no, bro.
They're nasty. I
Like,
know.
that's an incredibly put together team.
Like dog, they're gonna cause Luca fits. I'm telling you that right now.
Aaron Wiggins had 40 the other day.
Yes,
for
Aaron
what reason?
Wiggins.
Why is he
Aaron
shooting-
Wiggins.
Why is
What
Aaron
reason?
Wiggins
Is because
shooting
J Dub didn't
31
play.
shots?
J
No,
Dub
it's
didn't
nuts.
play, and this dude went for 40 ball. Like,
Dude, it's crazy. And then they bring Isaiah Joe in there, and he just starts
Yeah.
sparking, and it's like,
yeah,
dude, wait.
yeah, what? And then they have
He is
Kyron
so
Williams out there
bad.
just cutting people to death. Like,
Yeah,
dog, they're
Williams.
I'm telling you, dude, like they're gonna cause havoc on defense. Like, and then offensively, like there's just
Pick
not
your
a person.
poison. It's literally
Like,
pick
there's
your
not a
poison.
person that can guard SGA on that Laker roster. I don't
Dude,
care.
But it's like you want to throw everyone at him, then it's like, okay, someone else is going to kill you anyways.
Yeah,
It doesn't
J Dub
matter.
and
Chet is going to get
is gonna
healthy,
be healthy. Like, bro, what?
and when Hartenstein gets healthy too, like, bro, like,
Yeah,
come on,
Hardenstein
dude.
can match up with he can play with Mark Williams. So it's like
They're crazy.
no, they're
That's what I'm saying.
I
It's-
don't.
But the Lakers look good now. I'm not gonna lie. And
No,
I think the
I
Spurs
mean,
are gonna make a push here towards the end of the year to get in.
okay, well maybe not, but
That's the
You don't
other.
think-
that's
you don't think the
other-
Spurs
that's
are
the
gonna
other-
get to
my-
playoffs?
That's my other problem. With
I
the
think they're gonna
Warriors.
be playing team.
That's
think
my
they
other
can
problem
get-
with the Warriors. That
I
Jimmy,
guess
that
through
Jimmy
7,
move
huh?
didn't do anything. Like
I
that-
just don't think they can get to 6. I think it's too.
Yeah,
Houston,
that'll be tough. They have too big of a
Houston
jump to
is
get.
Houston and Memphis. Houston and Memphis are too far ahead. That's I wasn't trying to slight
No.
the Spurs. That's
No,
I was just
I
meant
agree.
like
They are far behind, but I
Yeah.
do think. But if they make the plan, I think they're gonna make. Like, I don't.
like
I
they
don't see
could
whoever
like
they're gonna play in
let
the
me go back
play-in
and look.
beat
Like
'em.
they
Oh,
could
yeah.
literally they can leapfrog. Like okay, they can leapfrog Minnesota. They can leapfrog Dallas. Maybe sack. Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're not getting ahead of the Lakers. They're not getting ahead of Memphis or Houston, or Denver. Like
No, but
so
but you think? But that's what I'm saying. If they make the playoffs, they're gonna be a problem though. Like
no.
even
I
if they
think
make the play-in, I think
I
they
agree.
get past that and they're gonna be a problem.
No, so this is what I'll tell you right now, Luke. So I'm gonna just count it down, and because I think this is the last trade we have to talk about. So from 5 down, it's Lakers, Clippers, Timberwolves, Dallas, Sac, Phoenix, Golden State, then San Antonio. They can beat every single one of those teams, I would say, except for the Lakers and Dallas.
Yeah.
So if
Dude,
they
the West,
end up,
Tommy, you're so right. The West is a bloodbath.
yeah, if
ridiculous.
if they end up in the play-in against Minnesota, they can easily knock Minnesota out.
It'll get them out of there.
Yeah, so it's then you end up
Minnesota
and you
sucks.
end up but see, here's the problem though for
Yeah.
them You end up in the 7, and you have to play Memphis. If you end up in the 8, you have to play OKC in the first round. So
How
I
good
would
is
love that though. That would
how
be a great
real is
1-8
Houston
matchup.
to
I feel
you
like.
guys?
huh?
How real is Houston to you guys?
I
Very real. They
I
play
like them a
defense
lot.
like how
They played
OKC
their
plays.
ass
They
off, dude.
are.
Yeah. Like if you can
They
just avoid Fred
are.
VanVleet having the ball like at the end of games,
Tari
that's like
Eason and Amen
Tari
Thompson
Eason's
are
crazy. Yo, I
dogs.
was watching the game
No,
against
that is
Memphis.
the
That was
build now, though.
such a game.
That's literally
Oh
the
my
build
God.
now. Like
Yeah.
that freak athlete that can guard 5 positions
And they
and
have 4 of them.
it's
Tari Eason.
ridiculous.
Tari Eason
Between
is
Tari Eason, Cam Whitmore, and freaking Amin Thompson. Like, bro,
Bro,
did you see the in and out where he almost fell down and then banged on
dunked
bro?
it. Dunked it.
he like falls into athletic plays. I
He's
don't get it.
he's the,
Like,
he's the
Like,
best athlete
like
in the NBA.
And there's 2 of them.
bro,
They
he's
came out
gotta
of the
be.
same embryo. Like what
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
like what were they? What was
It's
that lady
so
eating? What kind of
yeah.
prenatals do I need to put man on?
No, they're nuts, dude. And that's the build though. That's the build.
No,
I
that's
I feel like that's like I mean that's the Trey Murphy and Herb Jones too. Like obviously on a different scale, but it's the same idea. Like
yeah. Can you believe that with all the talent New Orleans has, they are 12-39. They're in
they
last
just
place.
but injuries
Utah.
too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I know, but Utah and Portland have more wins than them.
Utah's doing the losing thing because we all know why they're doing the losing thing. That's fine.
White.
Oh, they're gonna
Exciting
Divance's gonna be a Utah Jazz.
That's
member
2
in
years. No, that's in 2 years. Next year
They're
they're gonna
gonna-
get Cooper. They're gonna get
they're,
Cooper.
and they're gonna find a way to get the number 1 pick again, and they're
Yeah.
gonna get Divance. I'm telling you, it's obvious.
No, like yeah,
dude,
just like
that's
how San
crazy.
Antonio
Okay, so
started
where's-
losing as Wemby was coming.
Yeah, like okay, shocking. So that was Mark Williams, right?
Mark Williams, yeah.
Where's Robert Williams? He's still in Portland.
He's still in
Still in
Portland.
Portland.
He would have been a
That's
good.
someone-
See, that's who the
Who,
Warriors
by the
should
way,
go get. The
is, who,
Warriors
by
should
the
go
way,
should
is
go.
9-1 in their last 10 games. I
Dude,
don't
they're
know if you
hooping.
know that.
Bro, those dudes don't want to get traded. That's why.
That the
Scoot's
Belgian,
kinda coming
that
into his own a
Belgian
little
is
bit, too.
nice.
Scoop's getting better. I think
He's
you
getting
know
better.
what. You know what's hard for Scoot is like he
He came in the Wemby class, bro. Like
dude.
it's tough.
Well, and to go and like the amount of hype he had like off of like the G League Ignite shit, like
That
it was hard to live up to that.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
young, dude. What is he? 20 years old, bro. Like
yeah, he's gonna be good. The problem is like he's just not he's not getting because he's not there yet. He's not getting enough possessions. I feel like to where like he can really make a big leap. You know how like sometimes they just let guys like when Lonzo got drafted by the Lakers, like you're gonna play all the minutes, you're gonna have the ball the whole time. Like we don't care if you mess up, kind of thing, right? Like he's just not getting that because like one they've been winning and they have Anthony Simons, who
he's
like
been hooping.
is really good. So
Yeah. No, I don't know. Yeah, I thought Rob was definitely going to get moved. I mean, he still could. The way this is
so
going.
also the Lakers won that trade. I don't know if we got that.
Yeah, I
No.
agree.
But
I mean,
on the side note, Dalton and Brandon Miller on the wings is actually nice. I
with
like that. With LaMelo,
playing
that's really nice.
elite
Yeah.
right now.
But now they don't have a big, so it's like.
I'm trying to think. Who else is over there?
They have Miles Bridges plays the 4. Grant Williams tore his ACL.
Yeah.
They have Musa
Diamante. He's
Yeah.
actually nice.
No, he's good. He's good.
He's
I
a
like,
freak.
Yeah. But yeah,
I
that's
mean, they're
kinda-
going to suck, but it's fine.
Well, they just picked up. Let's see.
They got
The
young
Hornets-
guys, though.
Here,
I'll say
here.
that.
I'll read this. Bobby Marks posted this. Hornets have nicely built their first round picks in the futures. They own their first in the next 7 years. They have a top
Yeah.
14 protected first from Miami in 2017, unprotected 28. Top 2 protected first from Dallas in 27. Right to swap first with the Lakers in 2030. Unprotected first from the Lakers in 2031.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's
No, that's
It
the
might
goal.
look bad.
That's
They're building
the
right
OKC. That's the
Yeah.
OKC. Because
got
Brandon
young
Miller's a
guys.
star. Brandon Miller's a star.
he's good. I mean,
Yeah.
Melo's a certified star. And I think Dalton can be a real serviceable wing. Like,
Yeah,
I think he'll be
he
good.
he could be a fifth. He could be Clay. I mean, he could be like a 10, 12-year guy.
yeah, that's what, like they're trying to do it right over there. I'll say that.
Yeah, at least somebody is.
All right. Well, if no news is getting broken in the next 15 minutes or so, we can move on to the starting 5. We'll keep tabs on our phones over here, you two, Shams and Woj.
Yeah, shout out Woj, man. Oh, Jericho Sims got traded to the Bucks. It's part of the Bucks Washington Wizards Kyle Kuzma deal. I don't know how that worked out. Oh, the Bucks are
Yeah.
sending DeLon Wright and cash to the Knicks.
DeLon Wright, Utah legend.
Facts.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it.
I think that is it. So we are going to do a starting five revolved around players who have been traded, and we decided to do 2000s and above because that's, as Jared put it, kind of our era of hoops, which is, I think it's pretty accurate.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Shout out. I didn't just saw this. Shout out to Lonzo Ball, man. He just got a 2-year, $20 million extension.
Let's go.
That's big time.
Yeah, that's
Good
big
for him,
time.
man. Good for him.
Yeah.
And shout out to
Sorry.
LiAngelo. I think he's dropping again.
Woo!
Now, last week, Jared went second. Tommy went first. I went third, I believe. Do we just want to rotate? Jared, you go first. I'll go second.
Yeah.
Tommy, you go third. We'll just kind of rotate again.
Sure.
Players who've been traded, starting five, 2000s and above. Any position, cool. Normal drafting format. Let's let it rock.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm going first.
Yeah, I'll go second.
right.
Tommy third.
This is an easy pick first. At center, give me Shaq.
Yeah. Good pick.
I don't really need to say much else. I mean, even though he got traded to the Lakers, technically it was a free agent deal, but it was signed trade back then, and so like he obviously made a difference there. And then everything sours, he gets traded to Miami, and then they win. So, and he's been traded a million times, so it's kind of fun. I thought it was funny at the same time how many times he got traded at the end, like to Boston and to Phoenix and to like Cleveland and to all these random places. But it just showed how like valued he was, even when maybe he wasn't truly that valuable. Like him as a trade piece was like everyone like was trying to find that little bit of extra Shaq to like get them over the top. So got to give Shaq the nod here. Like he's the big difference maker.
Going at Shaq.
Yeah. So I feel like
nice.
he had to go one.
I'm gonna go with. What do I do here? I'm going to take a small forward here. I'm going to take Tracy McGrady at my small forward when he was traded to Houston. I feel like that is the Tracy McGrady that people are in love with for obvious reasons. And you paired him up with Yao Ming in that trade. And I think I was too young to really appreciate all that. But obviously looking back on it, that was the one that everyone always tries to compare people to is that Tracy McGrady. So I think I'm going to take him at the small forward here.
Barring injuries, they could have made a real push to win.
Yeah, 100%. And that was an elite era of basketball too.
They had a great team around them. I mean, they had like that Shane Battier was on that team, and they had
what's his name? Was it Aaron
Chuck
Brooks
Hayes,
on that team?
Chuck Hayes, Aaron Brooks. Like they had a really good team.
Aaron Brooks was nice.
Kings legend.
Yeah, Seattle legend.
Third, me. I'll go 2012 trade. I know we're not doing the year or whatever, but this is when he got traded for the first time. Massive trade, made him one of the best players in the NBA just shortly. Give me James Harden.
Yeah,
wow,
I had that one too.
Really, really good pick.
Hashtag.
I had that as well. Yeah,
the system. That guy just wins, man.
Dude, I remember when that happened.
He wins.
I remember that happened in like the first. I want to say he was averaging like 45 or something his first week on the Rockets, like some nuts numbers, and everyone was like, "Dude, what?"
Changed the game.
So Tom, exactly. There you go. Thanks, Tom. I didn't want to steal your thunder, but like he literally when he got traded, he shifted how basketball was played.
I say it's him and Steph, bro. I think they're the most influential basketball players in the last.
He shifted how basketball was played, and outside of some dumb analytic stuff and some tough coaching and injuries, like they could have stole one. But like,
and shout out to James Harden, All-Star this year, actually.
Yeah, bro, he's still nice.
Yeah, no, I think like he's a true hooper through and through, man.
The conversations that people are having him versus D-Wade are hilarious on Twitter. I think it's so funny. Like everyone's like D-Wade at whatever age he's at right now, James Harden at whatever age.
Yeah, D-Wade. Right.
It's so funny.
I don't get it. I might have missed that.
Oh, they're saying that D-Wade at this age was carrying LeBron's luggage and when he was with the Cavs. And then like James Harden is
that's what he is an all-star.
Cliff Gar's team being an all-star.
Yeah. He just produces, bro. He can still get a bucket.
I mean, bro, like he's
the system, bro. He's the system.
Unreal skill.
So he's the system.
Crazy.
No, that's a good pick, Tom.
That's a really good pick. I had him in there. I had him on my point guard. You had a point guard, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
or a shooting guard too. Because he
Alright.
really became a point guard there. But yeah,
Yeah.
He's
Tom, what you got second round?
And then I'm gonna go bigger here. He just got traded again this weekend. We just talked about him. I got Anthony Davis when he got moved from the Pelicans.
nice.
Yeah.
You want him at power forward or center?
Power forward.
All right, good pick. I like it.
Okay. I'm gonna take power forward here. Uh, this I remember when I was kind of coming into the age where I could appreciate basketball and stuff. This was like the game breaking thing that happened. I'm gonna say Kevin Garnett traded to the Celtics.
I
Damn, favorite player that sucks.
I mean, yeah, I think people who don't know the game very well, like, don't know how good Kevin Garnett was on the Timberwolves and on the Celtics, obviously, but like the
Yeah.
MVP Kevin
No, the
Garnett was
Timberwolves was
like,
crazy.
bro,
Timberwolves
like,
was
come
crazy,
on,
bro. But that dude was running the one in the Western Conference Finals against Kobe
that
at
was the
six
prototype
at six
at
eleven.
that year. Like, that's
Yeah,
like
no, he couldn't.
so.
He was nuts. He was so good, dude. He was so good. Oh my
And then
gosh.
obviously the iconic team on the Celtics.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take KG at the power forward there.
That's a really good pick. Damn.
great pick.
Oh, I didn't think I was gonna have this much carryover. Okay.
Yeah, I did that one there because that was the one that I was afraid you would steal.
Yeah. Well, and I had to go Shaq first, so I couldn't
Yeah,
like I would have nice to have the double turn, you know.
right.
But it's all good. Okay, so I'm gonna make some shifts here at small forward. It's kind of I'm annoyed that I'm taking another Laker type deal, but dude, you gotta give me Pau Gasol, man. Pau Gasol, the small forward. He
Very,
literally
very
he was the key to Kobe finding his independence as like a champion. You know, like obviously Kobe was the driving factor, but he did need Pau. They had a great team, but he did need Pau, and Pau was like perfect for the triangle. So that was cool to watch him like come into his own as a player, and then just like not to be sentimental, but you see how deep their relationship was as you
Yeah,
see how Pau is with
bad.
the daughter with Kobe's daughters now.
yeah.
It's like super dope to see. Obviously, I'm biased because I have daughters, but like it's just like he
He's a
obviously,
genuine dude. Like,
dude, yeah, like well, like he's so amazing. Like it's just
yeah,
that's super cool to
He's
like
he's the
have
guy,
that.
man.
Yeah. So him at small forward,
All forward. Really.
small
real
forward.
big lineup for Jared.
Big
Yeah, because you'll
squad.
see what we got. We got big boy.
Big
We
squad.
got big. Oh, just wait. We got
Half
big boy
skilled,
coming in
so
here.
half skilled, so it works.
We got big boy coming in
Yeah,
here at
you're
the
running the
power forward.
triangle for sure.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
running the
think about
triangle.
it. Like when Pau was with Real Madrid, like he ran the one sums, you
Yeah,
know.
no,
So
Pow's
Yeah.
Pow's skilled. There's no doubt.
now this guy,
Skilled European shot to Nick.
yeah,
Mains.
this is this is the anti Pau, but this guy made the biggest difference. I think, in my opinion, he was the big reason why this David was able to kill Goliath. Give me Rasheed Wallace going to the Pistons at power
Nice.
forward.
Wow.
Yeah. So like
He
he
is locked down.
yeah.
Oh my
But see,
gosh.
but Rasheed steps out though. Rasheed was one of the first
Rasheed
kick
can
and
shoot.
pop dude. He could shoot that
You
thing.
want to know the craziest thing about Rasheed Wallace? He was real life hooping in Air Force Ones
Yeah,
and
that's so
cooking.
crazy.
That is
Cooking.
crazy.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
With
bro.
him shooting a pick and pop three on the heel, like the logo
Yeah.
of it, it's so
Yeah.
bad.
No,
It's a good
bro.
take though.
Yeah.
It's a good take.
Yeah. So that's my guy. Yeah, Rasheed Wallace, big time.
Okay. That's cool. That helps me here. I'm gonna take shooting guard here. And I think this trade has shaped the NBA to what it is today. We keep talking about
Dang
the
it.
Thunder. I'm gonna take Shea. I'm gonna take Shea
Dang it. I was
Alexander
about
at
to
my
take
shooting
Yeah,
guard.
that's a really good one.
I
Yeah.
was
Like
about to
that
take
trade, obviously it was the Paul George trade. That's
No,
not
that
like
turned into
it is the Shea trade. And it was
Yeah.
why the NBA is the way it is today. Like because of
Can
that
you
trade
imagine?
specifically.
Can you imagine if he was still in LA?
Dude. And I remember that rookie year, like he was showing flashes, but like
No, he was doing
the
good.
Oh,
player
He was
he's
doing
turned
served.
good.
into is
He
ridiculous.
served the Warriors. He was serving the
But he
Warriors.
couldn't shoot like that. Like he's so much better, dude.
He's crazy.
He's nuts.
He's ridiculous. So yeah, give me Shea at the two.
That's great. That's a great pick. All right. I got James at my point guard, AD at my four. Give me give me Ray Allen at the two. Jesus
Yeah,
shuttles.
that was my backup.
Ray.
I'm surprised you didn't take him earlier.
Well, I didn't want to Celtic that same trade, but obviously he was traded before
Yeah,
also
he
from
got traded
Milwaukee
by
to
the
Seattle.
Milwaukee to Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay, right at the two, and then um, I'm gonna go Kawhi Leonard at the three.
Nice.
And
Yeah, that's a
Antonio
good pick.
Toronto,
Yeah,
I
traded
and
mean,
and
he
then win the
changed it. Yeah.
championship. Yeah,
and then bounced.
And bro, he was so good at that time. He
I
was
thought he
like,
was. I thought he was easily the best player in the world.
no,
That
he was
No, he
he
was
was
like
crazy.
MJ reincarnated,
it was
honestly.
Literally, he
ridiculous.
was like, bro. Obviously, I
Like
never got
I
guarding
felt
to watch.
helpless.
94 and then just coming down and hitting people with
I felt
fucking midi
helpless as a
fades.
Warriors fan watching him getting to his tween cross
Dude,
pull up. It's like it
I
always okay.
I remember thinking like I never got the chance to watch Jordan close a game, but this must have been what it was like because
No,
the way
that's what
he
it was
closed
like.
games in that playoffs was ridiculous.
That's what it was like, except on a different like the difference was is that Jordan would also have like 45.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
When he
like
punched on Giannis too in the Eastern Conference Finals with the left.
no, the Eastern Conference Finals that year was like that's when I knew that it was like it was destined that they were gonna win, even though I wanted the Warriors to win another one because they were down 2-0 and they got smacked those first two
Smacked.
games by the
He was
Bucks.
hurt too.
Yeah, they got
yeah.
smacked and like then this dude just turned into the Terminator and
Yeah.
just
He
like
was
went
he
four
was
straight.
really he was real life playing on one knee too. Like he was
Yeah.
Yeah,
healthy.
yeah, it's crazy. Good pick, Tom. Like it.
Shout out to Kawhi, man. Shout out to
Yes.
Kawhi. I'm gonna go center here. This one's close to home. I'm gonna take DeMarcus Cousins at my center when he was traded from
Yeah.
the Kings to the Pelicans. Um, I mean that was a trade deadline deal. He was just selected as an All Star. I remember when that whole clip was going viral that he was told he was being traded. But shout out to DMC, man. He was the
Yeah.
Kings always have a player that people
One
rally
of one.
behind, and
Yeah, one of
I
one,
think he
man.
got a bad rap, dude, because like
If they would have
obviously
kept
he's the
Mike
head
Malone,
case.
he wouldn't have left. He wouldn't
Yeah,
have got
he's
traded if he had Mike Malone.
and it's funny you'll see them two kind of rally around each other now. Like
Mm.
they just butted heads. Obviously, you find people that passionate about the same thing. You're gonna have like I think he was a diva in his own ways and all that, but I think he fought like he really fought.
No,
He
bro.
did what he could for
He was a
Sacramento,
problem. Like he was
and
like a
he was
real like
good. He was
yeah, he was a
really really
problem.
good.
Like
So yeah,
he like I don't so this is a random question. Who's better in their prime, him or Joel Embiid?
I mean I'm biased. So
Okay. I have to actually put my money on Cousins the way that he handled the ball and the way that he moved.
there was never a
And he was huge.
DeMarcus isn't
He was
playing.
huge.
Joel, I don't. The thing that
Yeah, no,
bothers me with
DeMarcus
Joel
played
is
all
he
the
doesn't
games.
play.
DeMarcus played all the
DeMarcus
games.
was, and we sucked. We won 15
Yeah.
games or something, and he was there every night putting up 40
Getting
balls,
yeah,
like
bro.
real big man
Like
getting
no,
to it buckets.
like boom.
Man, the
Yeah,
Kings might have
like
sucked back then,
He
but
was
they
such
were,
an
no.
asshole.
bro.
When he
You
would
had him,
when
Marcus
he would get
Thornton,
the ball at like
Tyreek,
the
bro.
top, when
Like
he would get the ball at the top of the high school line and start getting into his cross game, his like pull
yes,
cross and then like little spin,
little skip
bump,
hezzy into the spin,
boom.
like
He'd, like get the he would get the little like the who
So good.
dunks like that now? He would do like the Sabonis dunk where he would just like
yeah,
turn his wrist down and like
and
yank
turn
the
it over.
Yeah. They just yank it.
And
like he
then
wouldn't jump
obviously,
high, but he would just like yank the rim down hard.
Bro, he was
yeah, dude.
crazy.
No,
was
he was
crazy.
nice. He was
He was a
nice.
nutcase, but he was passionate, man. I can't fault him for that.
No.
But
ridiculous, man.
and he's responsible for one of the best memes of all time. It's getting
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Okay.
Shout out to DMC, man. Shout out to Boogie.
Yeah, shout out to that. Yeah, shout out to Boogie, man. Shout out to Boogie. Okay, so at point guard, I'm gonna put this guy in here partly because I have some audibles, but also it was tough because I feel like we talked about it with Harden. Like sometimes players that get traded, it like literally changes their like completely changes their career trajectory. And I feel like this guy is like one of the true ones. He never won, which was a bummer, but you gotta give me Steve Nash, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Steve Nash gets traded from a really good Dallas team and becomes a back-to-back MVP, and again changes how like he set the stage for the James Harden
Yeah.
that we saw in Houston.
Like
Like,
D'Antoni.
yeah. So Steve Nash at the point guard.
Shooting
Um,
guard left.
yeah, shooting guard left. I'll go Homer pick because of the same reason. I was really upset. And I've said that on this pod before. I was really upset when this guy got traded because he was a fan favorite and he really embodied what the Bay wanted. But like him being traded made way for the greatest point guard of all time. So Monte Ellis getting traded.
This was my
Yeah.
walk on for
Monte
that
Ellis
reason
getting
though,
traded.
because
Yeah.
it wasn't the fact that he got traded; it was what
It was the
happened
fact that
because
he
of it.
opened the door for the greatest point guard of all time.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, I need a point guard. I'm gonna take someone that when I think of like mid to late 2000s and like the way the game was and just like a real pure bucket getter, he definitely comes to mind. I'm gonna take Darren Williams at my point guard.
Yeah.
He was
Facts.
so I love
He
Darren
was
Williams.
it was between him and Chris Paul as the best point guard in the league for about 4 years.
Yeah,
About
man.
4
When he was
years.
on the Jazz, bro,
And then he went to the Nets and he hurt his knee and he just like
and
could
it was
never
just kind of
recover.
fell
Yeah.
off. And then he was
Yeah.
saying that when he was on the Cavs, they were saying that Braun was going to trade him for an oxygen tank, and it was just like it just went downhill after that. But when he was on the Jazz, man, like
Yeah.
he was a special player.
No, he was
yeah,
nice. Yeah, they had a tough team.
Yeah,
Um,
Darren Williams at my point guard.
all right, Tom, what you got, brother?
My center, this trade didn't work out for him in his favor when it happened. But he made amends, came back and won a championship with the squad, and he did it next to AD, and they played well. So give me Dwight Howard at the center.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Yeah, this guy's still up on Twitter talking about
If it's a team
come
needs
sign
it.
me, come sign me.
He's nuts.
That's
Yeah.
so
This
funny.
guy's got bigger problems.
Yeah.
All right,
and
Tom,
then
what you got for walk on?
Walk on. This guy is he's like the prototype. He is the blueprint on glue guy, underrated, unsung hero, does all the little things, and he's the reason teams win. I think he's the reason the Celtics won last year. Give me Drew Holiday.
Nice.
Drew Holiday.
Damn, that was mine. You suck.
Guy's a winner,
Nice.
man.
Yeah, he did twice.
Did
twice,
twice. Got
literally.
traded,
Yeah,
got
did
traded,
twice.
won the championship twice.
Yeah, and had been in the league for a long time.
Yeah.
All right, what you
Doing
got?
just that. Yeah, so I had Monte at my walk on for the same reason Jared said, just because like him being traded wasn't impactful for him, and but it was for what it did for the league. But I'm gonna do a different one again. I have this as a walk on because I think we talk about like the business side of the game and the highs and the lows and how it's not fair all the time, and I think this story is kind of perfect for that. I'm gonna put IT at my walk on the way the Celtics kind of did him, and it's messed up because I mean the Mr. Fourth Quarter year that he had that year and the way things were going for him, and obviously if you know the story about his family and everything, like it's very, very sad the way that unfolded. And I mean, the guy's still kicking. He decides to join the G League right before the trade deadline every year to drop 40 every night. So like he's still
he's
IT.
a hooper through.
He's a hooper through and through. And a Sacramento Kings legend at that. So
yeah,
give me
definitely.
IT.
Dude, you should show up at the Cal Fits instead of Citrus Heights.
He really just rolls out of bed and gets buckets.
And he puts up 40 beans. Like it's crazy.
What do you
Kings legend though. Kings legend.
Yeah, Kings legend, Sack legend, Mr. Pizza guy.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah. All right. So again, I've had to do a lot of audibles, but I'm not mad at it. That's why I have a good list here. This guy, I really like him on my squad because when he got traded, it was for he had one specific job, and he did it. And again, I'm really in tune with the taking down Goliath. And give me J Kidd, man. When he got traded to the Mavs and they beat LeBron and the super team, give me J Kidd.
Great pick.
Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
All right. Jared's going Steve Nash, Monte Ellis, Pau Gasol, Rasheed Wallace, Shaq, Jason Kidd as his walk on. I got Darren Williams, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Tracy McGrady, Kevin Garnett, DeMarcus Cousins, and Isaiah Thomas as my walk on. Tommy has James Harden, Ray Allen, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, and Drew Holiday as his walk on. It's kind of crazy, dude. Like that. This is a list of players that have been traded. Like,
yeah, to think about it. Yeah.
It's so nuts. But yeah,
I mean, many guys just get to rock out with.
This comes out on Sunday, so by the time this comes out, there's still
the deadline will be done.
But there's still something might come out. So if we missed it, I'm sure we'll get to it the next time us three sit down and record. But yeah, I know Jared's got more stuff for us and stuff, but yeah, crazy.
We've been talking about trades and stuff, and I may want to trade in my driver, add a few yards off the tee. But I'm never moving my 60 out the bag because I stay with my 50 chips a night, no trade clause is always set right.
The
Yeah.
no trade clause. I
No
like
trade clause feels like it's irrelevant in the league now. I don't know.
No,
It's like,
like,
yeah.
dudes will just waive it.
Yeah.
Bradley
Sick.
Beal not waving it though.
Yeah, this is
He's
That's
hanging
Bradley
out.
Beal. On scholarship.
Man, hanging out on Scully. Appreciate all listeners. Little long-winded episode.
Yeah.
But
Sorry for the long episode.
craziest-
There's a lot to talk about.
Had
this
to,
is the
man. It's a
craziest trade
basketball
deadline in a
podcast,
minute.
man.
Yeah, exactly. Hope the real hoop heads will enjoy this. So, and that's our listeners. So, these are favorite walk-ons, and we're walking out.